Have you noticed your legs getting weaker, even when you're still trying to stay active? Do stairs feel steeper, chairs harder to rise from, and walks a little shorter than they used to be? If you're over 60 and your legs just don't feel as strong or steady as before, you're not imagining it, and you're not alone. But what if I told you that part of the solution might be as simple as giving your body 3 specific vitamins it's quietly begging for? You see, after age 60, your muscles, nerves, and joints don't just need exercise, they need the right cellular fuel, and without certain vitamins, your legs may never fully recover their strength, no matter how many walks or stretches you do. But here's the good news. Science has uncovered 3 powerful vitamins that can help restore strength, improve balance, and reduce pain, safely and naturally. No prescriptions. No complicated diets. Just the right support in the right form. Today, I'll walk you through all 3, what they are, how they work, and how you can start seeing results faster than you thought possible. This is Senior Strength, the channel where you'll find science-backed tips, calm advice, and real answers for every stage after 40. If that's your journey, hit subscribe now. This is your health home. First, vitamin D3. Let's begin with the quiet powerhouse your legs can't function without. Vitamin D3. Now, here's something most seniors don't realize. D3 isn't just for bones. It's a critical vitamin for muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Low levels of D3 have been directly linked to weaker thigh muscles, poor balance, and a higher risk of falling. Think of this story. A retired schoolteacher named Ellen, 68, always loved gardening. But over time, her knees began to ache, and she started needing support just to stand from a low stool. Her blood work showed low vitamin D3. After consistent supplementation and just 10 minutes of sunlight a day, she started moving more freely, within weeks. Science backs her story. Studies show seniors with higher D3 levels have significantly stronger leg muscles and fewer mobility issues. And the best part, D3 is easy to supplement. Just make sure it's D3, cholecalciferol, not D2. It's even more effective when paired with vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium to your bones, not your joints. Have you had your D3 levels checked recently? Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear your story, and if this is helping so far, tap subscribe now. It tells us to make more healing content for you. Second vitamin. Vitamin B12. The second vitamin you must not overlook, especially if you're feeling leg weakness, tingling, or fatigue, is vitamin B12. This one is critical. After 60, your stomach produces less acid, which means your body struggles to absorb B12 from food. And that deficiency doesn't just cause tiredness, it can lead to real damage in your nerves and leg muscles. Imagine a man named Frank, 72 years old, a proud grandfather who noticed he was tripping more often and feeling pins and needles in his calves. He thought it was just aging, but his doctor found he had low B12. Within a month of supplementing, his energy returned, his steps felt lighter, and the burning sensation began to fade. Here's why. B12 is essential for nerve insulation. Without it, signals from your brain to your legs get delayed, scrambled, or even shut off completely. That's why B12 deficiency is often misdiagnosed as neuropathy, arthritis, or even dementia. The science is clear. Restoring B12 can bring back mobility, clarity, and even reverse nerve symptoms if caught early enough. And the best form for seniors? Methylcobalamin. It's more absorbable and gentle for older digestive systems. Have you ever experienced tingling in your feet or calves? Drop a comment. I read every single one. And if this is resonating with you, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. It helps us reach more seniors who need this. Third vitamin. Magnesium, the third vitamin. Technically a mineral, but just As vital is magnesium. And if you're over 60 and struggling with leg cramps, stiffness, or restless legs at night, this may be your missing piece. Let's talk about Anna, a 65-year-old who used to wake up at 2 a.m. with sudden, painful leg cramps. She stretched, she drank more water. Nothing worked until her doctor suggested magnesium. Within 2 weeks of adding a high-absorption magnesium supplement before bed, her cramps eased, her sleep improved, and her energy during the day returned. You see, magnesium is what allows your muscles to relax after they contract. Without it, your muscles stay tight, strained, and inflamed. It also plays a role in how your nerves communicate and how well your body uses calcium, especially in the joints. And here's something most seniors never hear. Low magnesium has been linked to poor walking speed and even greater fall risk. That's because your body needs magnesium to regulate balance, reaction time, and coordination. The best forms for seniors? Look for magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate. They're gentle on the stomach and more easily absorbed. Do you ever deal with leg cramps at night? Let me know in the comments. It helps us tailor future videos to your real needs. And if this video has helped you so far, please hit subscribe. It tells us to keep making this kind of healing content for you. Let's quickly recap the 3 essential vitamins your legs need after 60. Vitamin D3 supports muscle strength, improves balance, and reduces fall risk. Especially powerful when paired with K2 and vitamin B12. Fuels your nerves, restores sensation, and fights fatigue. Crucial for preventing leg tingling and weakness. Magnesium relaxes tight muscles, eases cramps, improves coordination, and boosts restful sleep. These are not exotic cures or trendy hacks. These are fundamental tools your body already knows how to use. Sometimes your body isn't breaking down. It's simply missing the ingredients it needs to heal. And remember, your age is not your weakness. It's your wisdom. Your strength may feel hidden, but it is not gone. With the right support, your legs, your balance, and your independence can all return, stronger than ever. Stop taking these 5 vitamins now. They may do more harm than good. First, vitamin to avoid. High-dose vitamin A, retinol form. Let's start with vitamin A, specifically the retinol form you often find in multivitamins. Most seniors don't realize that high doses of vitamin A are fat-soluble, meaning they build up in your liver over time. Too much retinol can actually cause bone thinning, dizziness, liver stress, and even increase the risk of hip fractures in older adults. Take the example of Mary, 67, who began feeling nauseous, dry-skinned, and unusually tired. Her labs revealed vitamin A toxicity, simply from years of daily high-dose multivitamins. Once she stopped, her symptoms eased within weeks. If you need vitamin A, it's safer to get it from food, like sweet potatoes, carrots, or leafy greens. Or choose a supplement with beta-carotene, which your body converts safely as needed. Have you checked your multivitamins label lately? Let me know what you're taking. I'll help guide you, and if this is helpful so far, tap subscribe. It tells us to keep creating Senior First Health videos for you. Second vitamin to avoid: too much iron. Next on the list is iron, a nutrient. You might have been told to take in your younger years, especially if you were tired. But after 60, unless your doctor specifically says you need it, iron can quietly become dangerous. Why? Because your body stores iron, and unlike water-soluble vitamins, it doesn't flush out easily. Excess iron can accumulate in organs like your liver and heart, leading to conditions like hemochromatosis, which damages tissues and increases inflammation. It can also cause constipation, joint pain, and chronic fatigue. Ironically, the very things many seniors are trying to avoid. Take Robert, 70, who was taking an energy-boosting supplement with iron. Over time, his hands began aching, and he felt more tired, not less. His doctor found high iron levels. When he stopped the supplement and focused on iron-free nutrition, his symptoms eased dramatically. So, unless you've been diagnosed with anemia or iron deficiency, look for senior multivitamins labeled iron-free and get your iron levels tested regularly to avoid silent overload. Third vitamin to avoid: high-dose vitamin E supplements. Another supplement seniors should approach with caution is high-dose vitamin E. While vitamin E is known for its antioxidant properties, studies have shown that taking it in large, synthetic doses, often above 400 IU per day, can actually increase the risk of stroke, especially the type that causes brain bleeding. For adults over 60, whose blood vessels are more fragile and who may already be on blood thinners or heart medications, this combination can quietly become a dangerous cocktail. There's also evidence that excessive vitamin E may interfere with the natural balance of other fat-soluble vitamins, such as K2, which plays a critical role in clotting and bone health. Take George, 72, who was taking vitamin E daily for his skin and heart, only to discover it was affecting his blood pressure and making his bruising worse. When he switched to food-based sources, like nuts, seeds, and spinach, his doctor noticed improved stability in his cardiovascular readings. If you do choose to take vitamin E, keep it under 200 IU and ideally from a mixed tocopherol blend, not just alpha-tocopherol, which dominates most over-the-counter brands and creates imbalance in the body's antioxidant system. Are you taking vitamin E daily? Drop a comment below and share your story. I always read every one, and if this is opening your eyes to safer choices, please hit subscribe. Your journey matters to us. Another supplement seniors must be cautious with is high-dose vitamin E, especially in synthetic form. While vitamin E is often praised for its antioxidant benefits and support for heart and skin health, research shows that large doses, typically above 400 IU per day, can actually increase the risk of a hemorrhagic stroke, a type of stroke caused by bleeding in the brain. This risk is even more serious in older adults who may already be on blood thinners, aspirin, or blood pressure medications. What makes this more dangerous is that many seniors are unaware their multivitamins contain hidden high doses of vitamin E, often in the isolated alpha-tocopherol form. This single-type form can interfere with other important tocopherols and antioxidants in your body, causing imbalance rather than benefit. In one long-term study, seniors taking high-dose vitamin E were found to have increased mortality risk compared to those who didn't supplement or who consumed it through food. And real-world stories echo this. George, 72, took vitamin E every day for heart support, but began noticing more bruising, dizziness, and elevated blood pressure. When his doctor reviewed his supplements, the culprit was an unnecessary megadose of synthetic E. Once he stopped and focused on food sources like sunflower seeds, almonds, and spinach, his symptoms improved and his labs stabilized. For seniors, vitamin E is best consumed through whole foods or kept under 200 IU if supplemented, and always in a mixed tocopherol form to avoid imbalance and unintended harm. Fourth vitamin to avoid: high-dose calcium. Without balance. Now, let's talk about one of the most misunderstood supplements in senior health: calcium. For decades, seniors, especially women, have been told to take calcium daily to prevent bone loss. But here's the truth that many aren't told. High-dose calcium supplements without balance from other nutrients can actually do more harm than good. Why? Because when you flood your body with calcium, and you're low in cofactors like vitamin D3, K2, and magnesium, the calcium doesn't go where it should. Instead of strengthening your bones, it can get deposited into soft tissues, like arteries, joints, and kidneys, leading to arterial calcification, joint stiffness, and even kidney stones. This is something doctors are now seeing more often in older adults who've taken large amounts of calcium for years. Take Linda, 66, who had been religiously taking 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily. She still ended up with arthritis flare-ups and, eventually, a kidney stone. Her new doctor helped her switch to a lower dose of calcium from food sources, paired with K2 and magnesium to direct it properly. The result? Her joints felt freer and her bone density actually improved. So if you're taking calcium, make sure it's no more than 500 to 600 milliliters at a time, and never without D3 and K2, because without those, your bones may be missing out while your arteries harden quietly in the background. Are you currently taking calcium? And is it balanced with D3, K2, and magnesium? Let me know in the comments. I want to help you get this right. If this is clarifying things for you, hit that subscribe button so we can keep bringing these critical tips to your screen. Fifth vitamin. To avoid synthetic folic acid instead of natural folate. Finally, let's talk about a quiet threat hiding in many multivitamins and brain boosters targeted at seniors: synthetic folic acid. At first glance, folic acid sounds like a good thing. It's a B vitamin, right? But here's the truth most people don't hear. After 60, your body's ability to convert folic acid into its usable form, methylfolate, becomes less efficient. And when this synthetic form builds up in your bloodstream, it can actually mask a B12 deficiency, interfere with cognitive function, and potentially increase the risk of certain cancers, especially in those with a common gene variant, MTHFR, that reduces folate conversion. Imagine Barbara, age 68, who was taking a brain support supplement with high levels of folic acid. She thought it was helping her memory, but instead she felt more foggy, anxious, and bloated. Her doctor eventually switched her to methylfolate instead of folic acid, and within weeks, her focus and energy started coming back. The lesson here: if you need folate support after 60, choose the active form, L-methylfolate, not the cheaper, synthetic folic acid that your body may struggle to use. And always make sure it's paired with B12, especially if you're dealing with memory issues, nerve pain, or fatigue. The danger with synthetic folic acid goes deeper than most realize, especially for seniors. After age 60, many people develop reduced stomach acid and slower liver metabolism, meaning their body can't properly convert synthetic folic acid into usable folate. This unconverted folic acid then lingers in the bloodstream, which studies have linked to increased inflammation, cognitive decline, and immune system confusion. In fact, too much folic acid without proper conversion has been shown to accelerate age-related memory loss in some seniors, especially if paired with low B12, which is common in people over 60. Worse yet, this hidden overload can remain undetected for years, silently building up while you think you're doing something good for your health. If you're taking a multivitamin, check the label closely. If it says folic acid, it's the synthetic form. Look instead for methylfolate, or 5-MTHF. These are active, natural forms your aging body can absorb and use immediately without stress. They're a little more expensive, but they work better and protect your brain, nerves, and heart in ways synthetic versions simply can't. Gentle advice for seniors on synthetic folic acid. If you're over 60 and have been taking a multivitamin or brain supplement for years, don't blame yourself. You were doing what you thought was right. But now, with newer science and a better understanding of how the aging body works, you have the opportunity to make a simple but powerful upgrade. My advice? Go check your supplement label today. If it says folic acid, it may be time to switch. Look instead for methylfolate or 5-MTHF. These are easier on your body, safer for your brain, and far more effective for supporting healthy aging. And remember, Folate works best in partnership with vitamin B12, especially in seniors. So, if you've been dealing with fatigue, brain fog, nerve tingling, or even mood swings, it might not be aging. It might just be the wrong form of a vitamin. Small change, big difference, and you deserve to feel clear, calm, and energized again. Have you ever made a small change that gave you big results? Share it with us in the comments. I'd love to celebrate that with you. And if this helped you even a little, please subscribe. We're building a health-first family here. At this stage of life, your body has already carried you through decades of effort, stress, love, and survival. It doesn't need louder advice. It needs smarter, quieter support. Vitamins are powerful tools, but only when chosen with care. My advice is simple. Don't fall into the trap of more is better. That mindset belongs to youth, not wisdom. As you age, less can become more, if it's the right form, the right dose, and given with balance. Your organs process nutrients more slowly now. Your liver works harder. Your kidneys filter with more caution. So the goal isn't to flood your system, it's to support it with gentleness, precision, and respect. If you're ever confused, overwhelmed by all the labels, or unsure what's helping versus what's harming, pause. Go back to basics. Get your blood levels checked. Prioritize real food. Ask your doctor about nutrient interactions. And, most importantly, listen to how your body feels, because the body always speaks, even in whispers. When a vitamin leaves you feeling bloated, dizzy, or more tired, that's your body saying, "Not like this." And remember, no supplement replaces good sleep, clean water, movement, calm breathing, and connection. Those are the true vitamins of a long, joyful life. The rest? Just tools. Use them wisely, not fearfully. If you've ever had to relearn how to care for your health as you age, tell me below. What's one lesson you wish you knew earlier? And if this voice feels like the one you've been needing, hit that subscribe button. Let's grow stronger, together.